I'm here with Joseph Wolyniak, who is a doctoral student and is also a fellow at the Episcopal Church Foundation. Joseph, tell me a little bit about your work and your grant and what you hope to share with the church.
I'm a doctoral student at the University of Oxford, as you mentioned, and my fellowship is an academic fellowship that supports my work in theology, in science and religion, where I'm writing a dissertation on Francis Bacon, one of the more influential thinkers in Anglicanism. I'm looking at the way in which theology vivifies his thought and how he in turn influences the emergence of modern science and technology. And then I'm going to be looking at the various legacies of his thought in things like industrial agriculture and in modern medicine.
How does one come to that?
My undergraduate studies in neuroscience made me particularly interested in science and religion, whereas neuroscience tends to reduce everything in human experience to biochemistry in the brain. As one of my professors put it, the biochemical soup in our heads. I tended to think that the human experience is not reducible to that, so I started studying this subject, and I became more and more interested too in the way in which particular camps, like the New Atheist camp, particularly like Richard Dawkins, tends to set up science and religion as locked in inevitable conflict with one another. And any historian of science will tell you that this is just patently false, that religion, theology made significant contributions to the emergence of science. So I became interested in the intellectual history of that.
Do you see some practical implications for the church?
Certainly. What I'm actually most interested in is those kinds of applications that I mentioned, from our industrial agricultural practices, the way that we produce and consume food, and the way that we use technologies with respect to our bodies. So I'm trying to think more broadly about the way the church engages technology in this late modern age. So I'm also a co-founding missionary of the community of the Franciscan Way, an Episcopal Catholic worker community. It's an intentional Christian community within the Episcopal Church. And I'm particularly interested at this General Convention. There's a lot of talk about developing missional zones within the Episcopal Church to cultivate and support those emergent missional communities. Both those are trying to found new churches and those who are trying to serve as missional partners among the poor and the marginalized. We probably fall in the latter camp. So I'm particularly interested in how the Episcopal Church is with all this discussion of restructuring, talking about how they can support these efforts with matching funds and other networking and other means.
Thank you.
Sure.